morning, team. It is Monday morning and I am starting a new weekly reading vlog. I'm sorry, I've got really bad pins and needles in my foot. I've just been sat funny for the last 17 minutes while I've been wrapping up Bookopoly-thon. So we're in the last full week of the month, and then I think there's like 3 or 4 days at the end of the month next week. 3 days. So I have a lot I still need to get through. As far as Bookopoly is concerned, I've read 1 book out of the 4. Which is not great, really, when you look at my TBR. I'm fairly certain that I'm going to fail this TBR because on the basis I just don't think I'm going to get to Hero of Ages at all. So I think that I'm actually going to swap this out for something else because I just don't think I'm going to be able to. I'm not going to have the time to pick this up, and this is a book that's been gifted to me. That's what the prompt is for this. So I think I'm going to swap this out, and I actually think that I'm going to pick up, I have 2 options. I want to pick both of these up, but I have 2 options. So I've got Malice by Heather Walters, which comes out on the 13th of April. So I have this one, and this was gifted to me by Del Rey, so thank you to them for sending me this one. And then I also have Accidentally Engaged by Farah Heron, and this was gifted to me by Little Brown. So I really want to get to both of these this week if at all possible, but either one will work for the gifted prompts for Bookopoly. So those 2 I would really like to get to this week. And then I still have Saint's Blood, which I definitely want to get to this week. I really want to carry this series on, so I'm planning on getting to this one. And then I also have Warcross by Marie Lu, and this was for the prompt of sci-fi. Now I read Skyward Volume 2 over the weekend for Bookopoly-thon, which is a sci-fi, and I'm thinking about swapping it out because this was part of, I have like an entire reading vlog idea for this and a couple of other books. So that was the whole point in picking this one up, because I was supposed to read a couple of other books alongside it to do a reading vlog. But I just will not have the time to get it done. So I don't want to read this and then have to do the reading vlog like a couple months down the line and finish it off. So I would just rather do it all in 1 week. So on that basis, I am thinking of swapping this one out as well for Skyward. Now this is my game, my rules. But on the basis that I won't have finished the TBR that I should have finished, I have done an extra roll for Bookopoly for April. So on that basis, I am covering my ass. I will not have finished the books that I should have read, but I will have completed the prompts. So just to cover my backside, I will do an extra roll on Bookopoly. But yeah, I am swapping these 2 out. So this one's been swapped for a different gifted book, and this one's been swapped for Skyward. And then a couple of other books that I do still have to read. I have Amari and the Night Brothers, which is downstairs somewhere. I couldn't find it. I'm listening to it at the moment. So I'm part way through that one. I think I'm probably about 80 pages through that at the moment. So I have Amari and the Night Brothers. I've got Truth Witch, and I also have Witchy, which is carried over from last month's TBR. So I need to finish this one as well. I just wasn't able to fit this onto Bookopoly-thon's TBR. So on that basis, this week's TBR looks a little bit like this, plus Amari and the Night Brothers. So it's going to be a bit of an intense week. Not only that, but the F1 starts again on the weekend. We've got the first race in Bahrain, so I'll be watching practicing on Friday. I'll be watching the qualifying on Saturday, and then watching the race on Sunday. So it would be really nice to go like hard on this weekend and maybe do like my own little 48-hour readathon, but you know, not as intense as Bookopoly, to try and get myself through some of this lot this weekend. But obviously I do need to be careful on the basis that the race is on, and I just kind of, once I've watched a race, I tend to try and like relax and watch a bit of TV after. So I don't know how that will work out. My only other option is to do something Thursday, Friday, because I am at my parents' Monday, Wednesday this week. No, I'm not. I'm at my parents' Tuesday, Wednesday this week, so I could do something Thursday, Friday, or like an impromptu 24-hour on Thursday maybe. I might do that to try and get through as much as I can of these books, because I really need to. So yeah, that's my goal for the week. We will see how that goes. I am not, by no means do I think that I'm going to get through all of these, but I think my actual like aim is to get through Amari, Truth Witch and Saint's Blood. That would be awesome. And then if one of these goes into like next week and plus Witchy, that would be great. But we will see how this goes. So yeah, We'll see how the week goes. I am starting with Amari and the Night Brothers by the sounds of things, because I'm already partway through that one. So I will keep you posted, let you know how I'm getting on. Hopefully I will do a better job of vlogging this week, seeing as I seem to do. I think I did pretty okay with Bookopoly-thon. I haven't seen how much footage I've got yet, but I remember picking the camera up quite a bit. So yeah, fingers crossed, but I will check back in with you when I have an update for you. Okay, hello. Good morning. It's not morning. I don't know, I'm lying. It's gone 12 o'clock. I don't know what time it is, but it's Tuesday and I am struggling today. I have a really fuzzy brain and I feel extremely dizzy. I went to bed really early last night. I think I clocked off from backstage with Jade at like 10:15 and went straight to bed and literally passed out. Like, I remember nothing. So I went to bed really early because I was so tired yesterday. But yeah, I've woken up this morning and obviously I haven't gone to my parents today. I'm going to go Thursday instead, because the stuff I can actually do on Thursday is nothing for me to do today. And then fell asleep again after I phoned my dad this morning until like midday. So I'm struggling, really struggling. I'm very, very dizzy. I feel a little bit sick. So I just wanted to give you a reading update, and I got a couple of books yesterday and I've got another one this morning. So I thought I would unbox these with you, but I did unbox the ones yesterday because I wasn't filming again in the afternoon because I hadn't read anything. So these are from a friend over on Instagram, Nicola, who is one of the girls in one of my Instagram pod groups, and she was getting rid of this book and she knows that she knows that I was interested in reading this book, so she sent it me, and it's The Dinner List by Rebecca Searle, who did In 5 Years, which I really enjoyed. So I'm looking forward to reading this one, and it's quite short as well, so I might pick this one up in April. But she also sent me some little like gummy bears as well. They're called Love Bears. I've never heard of these before, but they're sugar free and vegan, so I am here for it. And a couple of notes just to explain who they're from and why. So thank you so much, Nicole. I love you, really appreciate it. You didn't have to, but thank you so much. And then I also got myself, after Jade read this one for the 48-hour Bookopoly-thon, I wanted to get this one, so I got Dragons in a Bag by Zeta Elliott, and I also got the second one as well, which was The Dragon Thief, because they were both reasonably cheap. And these are middle grades about, I assume this one is about dragons in a bag. So Jade said that it's really cute. She hasn't read the second one yet, but she said it's like a proper starter middle grade essentially. So like it's something I could read to Thomas in the next couple of years or something. But they're really cute and dead short as well, so hopefully I can fit them on my TBR again for April. I need all the short books for April. And then this one, I have actually kind of forgotten what I've ordered here. I think it's like a book featuring F1, but I can't remember. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. So this is Crash by Toby Vincent, which I believe on the front it says a fast-paced read for any speed demon. I am a bit of a speed demon. My dad calls me that all the time. So it's a high-speed thriller set in the world of Formula 1, and I am living for this. I do love me a thriller on occasion. I don't read them very often, but when I do, I always wonder why I don't pick them up more often. But then also I wanted a book featuring Formula 1, so why the hell not? I managed to get this secondhand off of eBay, which is awesome. So it cost me a lot less than it would getting it from Amazon, and it's pretty floppy too. So yeah, I am here for this, excited. So a little bit of book mail, and then I haven't read much, but while I was getting ready yesterday morning and while I've been getting ready this morning, I've been listening to Amari. So I am now 90 pages in. I'm not that far in at all. I didn't read much at all yesterday because I was editing videos and I filmed a video. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to edit one more video today. I'm currently uploading a video, and then I need to sort my taxes out. I need to adult and sort my taxes out, so I'm going to do that as well. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of the day. I might try and read. I'm actually doubting that I'll actually be able to get through Saints Blood now as well. So we'll have to see what happens over the next couple of days, because I'm at my brother's for tea tomorrow and then it's Thursday, and I don't know what I'm going to be able to manage. We'll have to see. So yeah, I will check back in with you when there's more of an update, but I will see you in a bit.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Okay, it's a couple hours later. It's 3:20 and I've been editing and filming a little bit and stuff. So but I just received this and I don't think it's from me, so thought I'd better come on and film unboxing this, because I'm not sure who it's from. It could be from me. I could have just forgotten that I've ordered stuff, but I don't think I have. No, there's a note in it. That's a receipt. Is there a note in it? There is. Oh, there's 2 notes in it. Tracy. It's too much. Congratulations on reaching 3.5k subscribers. You go, girl. And to celebrate, I just had to get you a little something bookish, so got you this. Enjoy, from Tracy. Well, seeing this on your wish list and me deciding to get you a book just had to get 2. I am not sorry, from Tracy. I literally hit 3.5k like last night. Thank you so much, Tracy. Honestly, you do too much, I swear. Bless her. So she got me books 2 and 3 in the Spellslinger series, Shadow Black and Charmcaster. Bless her. Thank you so much, Tracy. I really appreciate this. I just read Spellslinger for Becca's Bookopoly-thon, which I'll leave a link to up here if you want to check it out. I think it's up here, whichever way it is. If you want to check it out, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm excited to continue on with the series. I do have the first one in hardback, but I want to get the collection in paperback just on the basis that A, I have the Greatcoat series in paperback, and B, it's really hard to get this one in hardback. Like, it's physically impossible to get it in hardback. So yeah, I thought I would collect them in paperback instead. I can't figure out why this one has sprayed edges but this one doesn't, but anyway, thank you so much, Tracy, for these. I really appreciate it. You absolutely didn't have to, but you are a star and a gem, and I love you with the whole of my heart. Thank you so much. That's the sweetest human, I swear to God. So yeah, other than that, I don't have much to update you on. I haven't read anymore. I've just been editing and trying not to be sick all day, in all honesty. I'm really dizzy. So I'm hoping that it will pass, and I'm thinking another early night may be in order. So yeah, thank you so much, Tracy. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go and carry on editing, and I will check back in with you when I have another update for you. Hello, good morning. Today we are doing a special Illumicrate unboxing, so I will go right ahead and start this. I want to get this done before I get off to my parents. So this may be a little rushed, my apologies. I am running a bit late and the posties only just dropped this off, so here we are. Okay, I am excited. I have already read this book, which is A Court of Silver Flames, and I gave it 5 stars. So this is the special edition box, and I'm really hyped for it. So to start off with, we have a pin. It says Stars Eternal, Night Triumphant, and it's really pretty. I love that a lot. It's like 2 separate pins as well. So pretty. And then we have an edition of Silver Flames. I nearly dropped that there, my apologies. The thing rolled around that's got the covers in. So let's open this up. And I have 2 copies of this because Becca sent me one because I was whinging that it was going to be ages before I got my copy of this. So now I have 2 copies. And then we have the dust jackets, which I'm really excited about. A little bit nervous that I won't like them, but I'm also really excited as well. Please don't ruin them on the way out. This is not an easy task. Oh, there we go. All right, here we are. Oh my goodness. So pretty. Okay, let's do this in some semblance of order. So we have A Court of Thorns and Roses. That's so pretty. Holy shit. Good lord. Oh my god. We have A Court of Mist and Fury. Look at Reese and Vera. So pretty. We have A Court of Wings and Ruin. So pretty. We have A Court of Frost and Starlight. How pretty are the sisters? I need to get a hardback copy of this because I don't own one. And we also have A Court of Silver Flames. So pretty. Look at Cassian and Nesta. Oh, shit. Now, the real question is, are these going to fit my hardbacks? Because this is the reason why I was nervous. On the basis that these hardbacks are ever so slightly taller, I think. Oh no, maybe not. Than the originals. Let's have a quick butcher's. Let's do it before I go off to work. Oh, it's pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Very nice. Very nice. Next. Ooh, it's so pretty. So fancy. I like it a lot. That one went on much smoother. I'll have to try that. Again. So pretty. Ooh, yeah. I like it a lot. It's pretty. And then Akata. Ta-da! So pretty. Okay, and then the set looks a little bit like this. Oh, look at the shimmer. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's so pretty. I could die.
He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die.
Oh my god. Okay. Yay. Really, really happy. I don't know what I'm going to do with my old dust jackets now for these, because I still really like these. I enjoy them. I've had them for a while now on my shelves, so I appreciate them. The other one, the Silver Flames one's probably going to go in the bin. No disrespect to the artist at all. I just don't like it, and I don't think it represents what the series is about at all. However, these are really, really pretty. The artist has done a great job with them, and yeah, really happy that I decided to invest in these. It was a last minute decision, and I ummed and ahed because I didn't think they would fit my original books, but they do, so I'm really happy about that. So yeah, very excited indeed. They fit perfectly actually, so yeah, kudos to Illumicrate for making that happen. And yeah, I'm going to go and rest something very heavy on top of these so that I can mould these dust jackets to these books, and I'm gonna skedaddle off to my parents now. I just love them, they're so pretty. I love that the Akamath one is slightly blue as well, and the A Court of Thorns and Roses one is slightly red as well. There's like a tinge of red on it, especially with this detail down here. Very nice indeed. Very happy.
Tell me that it's my fault that it's over. Wish I played it different, I didn't know. All the times that you called me to be closer. Wish I paid attention, I should've known. You're probably with your friends, dancing on tabletops. Hands in his hair already, saying that you forgot about me. I just don't wanna know who you give your loving to. You'll end up leaving here with someone. I just don't wanna know you.
Hello, it is Saturday and it is currently 20 past 12 in the afternoon, and I haven't updated you in a couple of days, so let's do that. First of all, I have a couple parcels, and these are books that I bought last night during Jade's Chatty Patreon live show. So I know what's in here, so let's open these up and show you what I treated myself to. Okay, so I got myself 4 books last night while we were on Jade's Patreon live show. I decided to treat myself because a lot of these, in fact all of these I want to read in April as part of the 30 books in 30 days. Fingers crossed, these are looking a bit more chunkier than I thought they would actually, in all honesty. However, the first one is The Mermaid's Voice Returns in this one by Amanda Lovelace. This is a poetry collection. I've been collecting Amanda's poetry collections for a while now, and I really enjoy them. And I've been meaning to get this one for ages. It's been on my wish list for so long, and it's come down in price, so I decided to treat myself to it. Thought this would be a perfect read for 30 books in 30 days. It'll be a nice quick read, but also I really enjoy her poetry collection, so I'm looking forward to picking this one up, and I'm excited to. And on the back it says, and she tore the stars apart. I really enjoy these poetry collections, they're so good. What I love about them is that the text on the inside matches the colour of the cover of the book, so the text inside is purple, and I really love that. So yeah, looking forward to picking that one up. And then I treated myself to books 4, 5 and 6 of the Spellslinger series. I have random sprayed edges throughout this series now, because I think book 2 had sprayed edges as well, blue sprayed edges. So yeah, Tracy treated me to book 2 and 3 of the series, so I've got myself book 5, 6 and 7 so I can finish the series off. These are really floppy, Soulbinder is anyway, and so is Queenslayer. But Crownbreaker is not, obviously, because the pages have been sprayed. But I'm really looking forward to continuing on with this series and hopefully finishing it. My aim is to finish this in the month of April, fingers crossed. I've only read the first one so far, so we will see if that happens or not. But yeah, that was my book mail, so hopefully my battery won't die before I can get this update out. But I finished A Marry in the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston, which is the middle grade monthly pick, and I gave this 4 stars. It was so good. I really enjoyed this. We're following a young girl called Amari whose brother has been missing. The police seem to be struggling with leads and stuff. They're starting to come to the end of their investigation. They're not sure what else they can do. And it turns out that her brother worked for the Bureau of Supernatural Affairs, and he left a package for Amari so that she can join the Bureau of Supernatural Affairs, and she ends up trying to find her brother via the Bureau of Supernatural Affairs. It's really, really good. I had a really good time with this. I am hoping that this is the start of a series. I'm pretty certain it is. But I'm looking forward to continuing on with this series. I had a great time. This definitely gives me Men in Black vibes. It was so, so good. I had a really good time. So highly recommend this one. 4 out of 5 stars, and also it's got silver sprayed edges as a standard book. Like, how beautiful is that? So highly recommend. And then I started Malice by Heather Walter. This is an arc, obviously. Thank you to Del Rey for sending me a copy of this one, and this doesn't come out until, I'm not sure when this comes out, in all honesty. I will leave a mention of it here when it comes out, but I've not got very far. I'm 10 pages in. But I'm hoping to continue on with this weekend, and I mean, I would love to finish it this weekend, but I'm not sure. We'll see. As I've mentioned previously, I usually prefer to audibly listen to my fantasy books. However, this does not have an audiobook for it, even once it's released. So yeah, I am physically reading this one, and fingers crossed. I think it should be fine. It's basically a queer Sleeping Beauty retelling, and I am here for that. So I think it should be reasonably easy to get through, and the text on the pages is massive as well. So I'm hoping to finish this weekend. Fingers crossed I can do that. I'm not sure how I will manage that, but fingers crossed I can manage it. And yeah, we'll see what happens, but I will check back in with you when I've got an update for you. The F1 qualifying is on at 3 o'clock and I'm really excited, but I've got some shit I need to do before then, some admin, replying to emails, film a video, do some more coursework, etc. So fingers crossed I can manage that, but we'll see what happens. And then tonight I kind of just want to focus on reading this and maybe watch another Fast and Furious movie, because I've been binging the series. So we'll see what happens, but I will check back in with you when I've got an update for you, and I'll see you in a little bit.
I don't wanna let you down. It's the only thing I think about every morning. You know my life ain't figured out, but I promise if you stick around it'll never get boring. We'll spend nights, cheap red wine, look at flats even though we can't afford them. I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna lose you now.
Get the green flag, finally we can get the season off and running. 5 lights on, and it's lights out, and away we go. It's
Good morning, it is Monday and I am going to be wrapping this vlog up. I don't know how well this has gone. I know at the beginning of the week I bullshit my way through what I was going to be reading this week and I didn't read. I read barely any of it, in all honesty. I just didn't read a lot this week. I think it's the slump following Bookopoly-thon. It's not much of a slump, but you know, tiredness and just kind of getting over that amazing weekend. So yeah, I think it's just that kicked in essentially. But I did manage to finish Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston and I gave this 4 stars. It was so good, really enjoyed it. I've explained why I liked this one, but I highly recommend picking this one up, especially if you like middle grade fantasy with a touch of Men in Black. That's exactly what this is. Like, it's so good. I really enjoyed it and I cannot wait for the next one. So I read that and then I started Malice by Heather Walter and I managed to get to page 78. I've not gotten far through at all. This is a Sapphic Sleeping Beauty retelling, essentially. So I'm really excited about this one and I cannot wait to continue on with it. I was talking to Jade about this last night. I struggle to physically, okay, this is a thing, but I struggle to physically read fantasy. Here's why I struggle to physically read it. I know that this is usually the other way around for people. They tend to like audibly, if they listen to audiobooks, they tend to audibly listen to thrillers or contemporary or romance, whereas I audibly listen to sci-fi and fantasy, on the basis that usually fantasy especially is made up areas and stuff, made up worlds and things like that, and the names are usually quite fancy and things, and I struggle massively with the pronunciation of names. I'm terrible at pronunciation and I get really hung up on that. So when I'm physically reading, I can trip over a word for like 5 or 10 minutes and it really pulls me out of the story. So I love to audibly listen to fantasy and sci-fi on that basis, because it means that I don't have to keep pulling myself out of a story falling over the pronunciation of a word. Someone else is doing it for me. So that's why I prefer to listen to fantasy and sci-fi. I know a lot of people are surprised at this because usually it's the other way around for people, but I prefer to listen to fantasy and sci-fi and physically read my contemporaries, thrillers, etc., where it's usually in the real world. So on that basis I'm struggling a little bit because this is an arc, it doesn't come out until April, and on that basis I am struggling just a little bit. However, it's picking up its pace now. So up until this point Alice hasn't even seen Aurora, so we've just gotten to the point where she's just met Aurora. Well, she's just seen her, she's not actually met her yet, but she's just seen Aurora, and it's starting to pick its pace up now, which I'm really glad about. So yeah, because obviously the first like 50 or 100 pages of a book I usually world building, which is absolutely fine when I'm listening to it, but when I'm physically reading it, it's a struggle. So yeah, but I'm really excited about this one. Cannot wait to pick it up. I know a few of my friends have already read it and they've loved it and given it 5 stars, so I am hyped and I'm going to continue reading this into this week. So yeah, so far so good, and it's been a reasonable week. I've had a reasonable time this week. I have been struggling a little bit mentally, but other than that I've been fine. But yeah, so I'm gonna go and start editing this and hopefully it's fine. Fingers crossed. You've seen it now at this point, so it should be fine. Please let me know in the comments down below what you've been reading. I want to know what you've been reading, and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.